Never was a possibility. I don't know where that kind of stuff comes from. It's like, I tell people all the time, Tank's his own boss. Really don't have an opinion on that. Coach, if that's what Coach Calvin said, I respect his opinion. He's one of the top trainers in the sport. So that, I don't have an opinion.
But as I always say, contracts don't define relationships.
Leonard Ellerbe is shocked and frustrated that Gervonta Davis fired Calvin Ford, saying there was no way this could happen. He has always supported Ford and believes he played a huge role in Davis's success. Ellerbe also insists Ford deserves to be named Trainer of the Year, but feels he doesn't get enough credit for unclear reasons, which he finds confusing. The situation remains tense.
Again, I've been singing his praises. I've said when Tank wins this fight, he's going to be, in my opinion, he's going to be the front runner for Fighter of the Year. And there goes the trainer too.
Yeah.
He doesn't get a lot of credit for obvious reasons because, and it's just weird. That kind of thing is kind of weird to me because, not switching gears, but Roger never got Trainer of the Year when Floyd was Fighter of the Year.
Yeah.
His dad never got Trainer of the Year. So, I've been openly expressing that. And I think it's time that Calvin gets his just due.
Yeah.
Beyond their work together, Ellerbe and Ford have a special bond built on respect and a shared goal of developing boxing talent. Their strong connection has played a big role in helping fighters like Davis succeed.
He took his gym bag.
I remember that.
Took his gym bag, like I said.
His best the whole time.
The whole time. The whole time. We had so much
That was a
fun.
classic, yeah.
We had so much
Yeah,
fun.
that's classic. I mean, but that's how this fight reminded me of, but I didn't know all the backstory.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know all
There's
the
a lot of
backstory.
history with them
Yeah.
fights. A lot of history.
So it's gonna be real crazy.
Leonard Ellerbe has been with Mayweather Promotions since it started, playing a key role in promoting fighters like Davis. However, after disagreements about Davis's career direction, Ellerbe decided to leave the organization, which was a big change in the boxing promotion world.
The biggest news over the weekend to me was Leonard Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather parting ways. I just was in girls' collection a week and a half ago, and them niggas was in the club together. So to see Leonard Ellerbe, who started off, as far as I know, I'm not even talking about Grand Rapids, Michigan, or anything else when they growing up. He started off in the corner with Floyd. Not his main trainer or anything like that, but the nigga who get the water, the towel, and he started off a corner man to become the guy who actually started helping him run Mayweather Promotions.
Calvin Ford believes that while mentors can guide a fighter, success comes from their own talent and destiny. He says no one person can take full credit for Davis's achievements because his potential was clear long before others got involved.
How important was it for Tank to learn?
That was the blessing. That wasn't my work. That wasn't Tank work. That wasn't Floyd work. It was the stars, the moons, or whatever. I'm bringing them together to create greatness, so we can have this greatness carry us to the next generation.
You showed humbleness on stage at the press conference today, giving it immense props to the guys at the other side of the table, to Tank, to Goosen, to...
I grew up off them. I grew up off the legends of what they did when we was watching boxing, when they said boxing was great. Boxing still is great.
Leonard Ellerbe has always praised Gervonta Davis for his great skills, power, and strong presence in the ring. He credits much of Davis's growth to Calvin Ford's tough training and guidance, recognizing the coach's role in shaping him into a top boxer.
I'm very, very confident Tank beats all those guys. All those guys. You name, any of them you name, Tank can beat them.
Where would a fight with like a Devin Haney or a Teofimo Lopez sort of sit on the grand scheme of his schedule?
I don't think that you can put a timeline on that kind of stuff because the big fights happen when they really make sense for both sides. And, I know the fans get a little impatient at times, and that's understandable because they don't really understand how the business goes. Tank's coming off of a fight where, he's made tens of millions of dollars, and Tank alone has been generating, 8-figure revenue every single fight. Tank makes you an offer, it's probably not going to be what you expect because you get paid on what you kind of weigh. Tank is here, and the other guys are there, and I'm solely talking about generating the revenue.
After their professional split, Calvin Ford said he hopes Davis keeps growing as a boxer. He stressed the need for Davis to find someone who can challenge him and help him improve, showing Ford's true concern for Davis's career.
What's the best for him? I'm hoping that he do what I need him to do. You know what I'm saying? You see how I asked him, are you ready? You know what I'm saying? Because I need somebody that's going to really push things so I can see different levels. This time I had a chance to step back, and everybody keeps saying, they changing up stuff. No, we ain't changed up anything. It's the same thing we always do. You know?
Going into the, the training camp, how was it? Or you said you stepped back a little bit. How was it, splitting the time? Or how's it going to be splitting the time to
No, this is
Saturday
something
night?
that we do all the time. You know what I'm saying? Right now, y'all know all I got to do is speak. Then take out history since he was a kid. When I stepped in the gym, B said, yo, I'm glad you here now. He watched him. He said, boom. And I see the light in Tank. I just can't wait to see all of that come together. Fight night.
How's going back to being in the corner? How do you see Gervonta right now? Just being in camp, because at first when we talked to him in the press conference, he was very open about retiring and he was done. And now he said that
y'all have to understand. He a young man. He have a family. He want to do something, enjoy something. Don't take some time. I took a little bit of time off. You know what I'm saying? It refreshes you, gets you back on that. So tonight, he had a chance for me not being around him a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I stepped in and I seen how he missed me and how I missed him. You know what I'm saying? I just can't wait to see.
Calvin Ford often remembers Davis's early years, saying that even as a young fighter, he showed great skill and outperformed others. Davis would often call Ford his father figure, showing the strong bond they shared beyond boxing.
When a kid was playing, he'd smack the shit out of the kid and then tell him to go get their parent. Then tell him why he was playing. and I used to sit there and trip off. He said, y'all shouldn't be playing with older guys. You know what I'm saying? When you playing with older guys, they supposed to check y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I said, damn, I taught him good. You don't play with your elders or talk, out of line with them and whatnot. And I think Tank liked it that. Tank liked it that because, them two used to be together, man. I used to watch them and whatnot. And I had another kid in here. He used to say, man, your father the best, man. I wish they was my dad. And that's when Tank used to always say, that's my dad coach right there. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a family-orientated situation, man, that you couldn't get around it, man. And,
how does it feel having young men at the time, but now grown men calling you dad and you're not their biological father?
Yo, it's scary.
Does that put a different pressure on you?
Well, I'm gonna tell you when it really hit me. One day I was in camp with Tank, and he had this little daughter, and he said, "Like a pop right there." You know what I'm saying? And it made me broke down inside, and I was like, "Damn!" And when I look at him now, I still hear little Tank, but I know he a grown man now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it just shows you the work and the years that you put in, grooming an individual to become what he's going to become.
Davis and Ford have a bond that goes beyond boxing. Davis has said that Ford has a special ability to predict his moves in the ring and knows exactly when he is about to overpower an opponent, showing their strong connection.
Matter of fact, before they stopped it, I said every time I stop somebody, I called it out, didn't I?
Every time he come in the corner and talk to him, and I said, yo, what you doing? He'll look this way, he'll look this way. He's about to stop.
Can I start touching them more and more? When they gonna give him the credit for one of the smartest boxers.
That was a beautiful boxing display. You know what I mean?
Smart.
That's what I call, you wasn't looking for the knockout, but you was placing this shit.
Yeah, he already seen it.
He said, I can't
That's
get
the
hit.
difference. And Tank was holding the conversation. Tank said, yo, Tank can't, every fight Tank come tell me, I'm going to knock him out.
Yeah.
He'll tell me, I'm going to knock him out.
What's up? It's your boy Gervonta Davis. Make sure y'all like and subscribe on the Garage Podcast.
Calvin Ford has always praised Davis's skills and adaptability, saying he has the ability to dominate in different weight classes. Ford's confidence in Davis shows his deep understanding of boxing and his fighter's potential.
I seen Tank 4 guys, spar guys in the gym at 165, but it's different. Tank was hitting guys with 16-ounce gloves on. You know what I'm saying? Can Tank pull it off? Yes. But climbing that ladder, taking that chances, taking that type, that's a fight where you put a fighter in, right? Where some definitely be some damage in, damage and hydrating back up at that weight. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have weight classes for reasons.
Wow. Yeah, man.
You gotta look at his last fight, and then his last fight, he struggled to make 140.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real.
One of Ford's biggest strengths as a trainer is understanding Davis's mindset. He knows how to motivate him and keep him mentally strong, especially during tough times, making sure Davis stays focused and driven.
Just did. We got off the cameras once. It ain't about the dog with me. It's about, do you got that will against will? I don't know. I know I can. I ain't pushed no buttons with Tank yet. I came from a different beast. I understand what we got to go against every time we get in there. That square box of lunch is serious. So when I talk to him, he know what I'm talking about. Let's see. April the 22nd. Ron, deal with it.
Growing up in Baltimore was tough, but Ford helped Davis stay on the right path. He guided and supported him, making sure he stayed focused on boxing and avoided the dangers around him.
Let me explain something to you. Tank don't look at me as coach, he look at me as dad. Do it look like his son supposed to be taking your dad? I don't even feel right. Y'all hear this time? Oh, Tank don't pay his coach. Tank gives me anything I want.
Right.
But I'm a man at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
And I'm a hustler.
Right.
Second foremost, I came from that cloth. You know what I'm saying? He watched me lose my house, my wife, my family. He watched me do it. It's bigger than boxing.
Right.
Boxing is just a web.
Ford understands that a boxer's career changes over time and admitted that his role in Davis's journey might be coming to an end. He said he has taught Davis all he could and is at peace with him looking for new ways to grow, showing Ford's humility and understanding.
My journey's crazy. That's why I said this. Yo, you can't write this, man. You cannot write this. My experience being gone and all the stuff that I went through preparing me for where I'm at today. You know, man, Tank is older. He had the lessons, getting his lessons of what he got to do to take us the rest of the way. And this is his take us the rest of the way fight.
In a recent fight against Lamont Roach Jr., people noticed a clear difference in Davis's performance without Ford in his corner. He didn't look as sharp and struggled to find his rhythm, making some call it one of his less impressive fights.
In my mind, this is why Gervonta Davis struggled that fight, so just roll with me for a second, you'll see where I'm going. I don't know if y'all noticed it right away, but I noticed it. Calvin Ford was not the head man in the corner, which I didn't really understand. And before the video continues, go ahead to the follow button because we're about to deep dive into this and we post every day. Calvin Ford was not the lead man who's been with Gervonta since he was a damn near child. Honestly, since he was a child. Why would you do that? I don't know if they were underestimating the fight. I don't know if they were just trying to change it up and try something new because this wasn't a huge opponent. I don't know if there's something wrong with Calvin or Calvin's not going to be there. I don't know. But that was damn stupid. Because you notice when shit started hitting the fan, guess what voice popped up on that screen? Put his head through ropes and Calvin started coaching. When Tank's eye messed up, guess where he looked? He didn't look at that other corner man. He looked for Calvin Ford. Also, Tank talked a lot during this fight. It was a little bit of a different Tank than we've seen. He was chirping with the fire, which isn't new. He was arguing with the ref. He seemed not composed. I feel like that would have been different with a Calvin Ford in his corner. Because I'm going to be real, the advice that his corner was giving him was dog shit. Yeah, he won the fight, but let's be real, he shouldn't have won that fight. But y'all let me know what y'all think. I think that definitely played a role, and I feel like if Calvin was there, it would have been a little different. But yeah, not a good boxing night from Tank, and this is from a Tank fan, so.
Davis has always spoken about Ford with deep respect, even calling him a father figure. But recently, things seem different, as Davis no longer interacts with Ford the same way, suggesting a possible strain in their relationship.
For sure.
The head trainer in a while.
Yeah, for sure. Calvin, again, I said Calvin's pops. You know what I mean? He will always be around. You know what I mean? So, that's pops. You know, like I said. So he'll always be near. It's without me. Without Calvin, it wouldn't be no me. You know what I mean? Because at first, when I came into the boxing world, it was more so of me falling in love off of the father figure that Calvin was in the gym. It wasn't just me going to a boxing gym and saying, I love to fight. You know what I mean? That's as I got older, I started thinking I started realizing that, you know what I mean, it's not really the love of the sport that I had, it was just the love I was getting from Calvin. You know what I mean? So, or the other older guys that was in the gym.
During training, tensions between Davis and Ford have become clear. At one point, when Ford tried to guide him, Davis interrupted, saying, "You got to stop and listen to me," showing a change in their relationship. For Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the gym was more than just a place to train. It was where he felt love, discipline, and structure that he didn't always have elsewhere. The boxing ring gave him purpose, and much of that came from Ford, who not only taught him how to fight, but also helped shape him into the man he is today.
Calvin Ford, what does he mean to you when you hear that name? What does he mean when you first hear that?
A father. Father. And then he's one of the guys that held a lot of this, like, this whole family together. Him with Kenny. But for sure, like, them two, they held the whole camp together, for sure.
Wouldn't be here without him? Would you say that? Without Calvin?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be there without him. Just off of the fact of when I was coming to the gym, I was getting that love that I ain't have at home type stuff. So it was always like, Calvin, saying I walked through the gym, Calvin, like, looking for him type stuff.
He told me he used to come to the gym and you'd be outside, sleep in front of the gym, in front of the door.
Yeah, I used to run from I go to school, and then from school, I go straight to the gym. Don't tell my grandma or nothing. Let's go straight to the gym. And the gym was closed. The gym didn't even, I used to get out of school probably 3 o'clock, and the gym didn't open till like 4:30. I'd just be outside just sleeping on the front of the gym, just waiting. Police grabbed me before, like, get up. Think I'm just out here just grab me, like, what you doing out here? I'm waiting on the gym.
All for a reason.
Yeah.
All for a reason.
Facts.
Does your team get nervous before fights?
I don't know. They probably do.
Reports surfaced months ago that Davis and Ford had parted ways professionally, marking a big change in Davis's career. Ford later spoke about the split, admitting it was emotionally tough, saying, "People often don't understand my suffering, my convictions, and my emotions, but I do." His words showed how deeply he felt about the situation, making it clear that the decision wasn't easy for either of them.
Tank don't fuck with Coach Cal. When Tank was walking up, it looked like Coach Cal was about to give him that hug like you always do, and Tank just brushed him off like, fuck out of here, nigga. Whoop, excuse me. Fuck out of here, nigga. Now it seems like Coach Cal on point, so you're not paying Tank no mind. And Tank go over here, he go to this nigga, and watch this shit that he do. He gonna lift his jacket up, and like, our conversation is a secret, I don't want him to hear it, type shit. Like, yo, what's up with Coach Cal and Tank? They really don't fuck with each other? Like, what? And he brush him off again, like, don't touch me type shit. Like, you see?
Ford knows that every great fighter must eventually find their own way. Just like Floyd Mayweather once mentored Davis before he had to step out of Floyd's shadow, Ford believes Davis is now at a similar point. He must make his own choices, build his legacy, and decide his career path without fully depending on those who helped him get there.
Another thing I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. You know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. And I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we see what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story's gonna reveal itself, you know. But again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said, they say the true colors of a person is coming out, man, because they can't stand it, you know. Calm is I don't like using that word calm, you know, but our Lord knows. He knows. He knows. He knows.
For years, Davis's team was like a family. The bond between Davis, Ford, and those around them was personal, not just business. They supported each other, celebrated wins, and stayed strong through tough times, which helped make Davis a great fighter. But now, things have changed. That sense of family isn't the same, and Davis is carving his own path.
I'm gonna ask you that question on camera.
What?
I'm talking about family at this point. Cause you pulled up with just somebody else. You didn't even pull up with your team you pull up with. We ain't see Calvin. Yeah.
Calvin was there.
Okay.
Calvin was there.
Okay.
I think he came a little late though. I spoke to him.
Y'all good?
Yeah.
All right, because
I just seen Calvin too. But that's another thing. Calvin is someone that he's like, when I ain't had no pops, Calvin was the person that you feel me, stepped in them shoes. So no matter if he's not my coach, anything like that, he's always gonna be in my life.
And that's why I said I would have asked that question off camera because I already know.
Yeah,
so I ain't, but you already cleared it.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and stay informed. Stay tuned for more updates, and let's keep our news accurate.